Hello and welcome to Exclusive Interviews. I'm your host, Etai Mutiniri, and as always, you know what we do on the shows. We give you your favorite media personalities, the public figures, the people that you wonder, what is their life all about? And today I've got two interesting guests. They are from one of the very famous online drama series that is making waves on YouTube, Wadiwa Wepamoyo. I've got in the studio Mantawa and Irene. Guys, welcome to Exclusive Interviews.
Thank you for having us.
It's so great to have you. Mantawa, when you guys started, and I was like, this series is just going to be a hit, and it was a hit. But I'm sure for other people out there that don't know, Mantawa, maybe if you can just introduce yourself. Mantawa.
Okay, I don't know if we're talking about Mantawa from the show or Everson
No.
Mantawa from the show.
Individually.
Or individually.
Yeah.
Well, it's hard to describe myself because I think I'm on a path of self-discovery. But in general, Mantawa is a loving guy who is in love with art and acting more or less.
And what is your real name, Mantawa?
The real name is Everson Chieza, 25 years old. Yeah, and I think I should get 25. Yes, sir. Yeah, that's who Everson is. It's just such a guy who is on a journey.
Yes, and the beautiful Irene. Girl, who are you to the viewers out there?
My name is Tanatsa Shilundo. I am 21.
Yeah.
I am into media, and the arts.
Okay. So tell me, you guys, tell me about your journey. How did you get involved in acting, Mantawa?
Well, for me, I never thought I'd be an actor. That's the crazy part. Like, being here is something which is still a shock to me. But I did study film and theater at Midland State University. I think that's when I realized I'm actually into acting. When I did my first short film with Debbie Betts and the guys, and that's when I actually decided, I think I like this. Yeah. I like the attention.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me just put it that way.
Okay. And Madame?
I would say last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was watching the series and thinking about just acting in general and what I would do if I was an actress, and watching movies and stuff. You develop a passion for those things. So yeah. And
how did you get involved? How did you guys get involved in this series? How did you guys? You two, let's start with you.
I saw an Instagram post that said they were looking for a 20-something-year-old girl. Yeah, so I said I was interested, went for the audition, and then
you made it.
I made it.
Of course. Look at you. And Mantawa, how did you get involved?
My journey was different. I met the guys, College Central, way back in 2015 at school. In my first year, they were doing their second year. That's when we just started connecting, and we're like, okay, we want to make films, so let's do this. So it's just been a continuous journey of, come, let's do a short film, come, let's do a short film. So Wadiwa Wepamoyo came, they wrote it, we already knew that Mantawa was going to be Everson Chieza. So it was more of like just networking and connecting way back, yeah.
Nice. Did you always see yourself as an actor when growing up, or it's something that just came up when you were...
You know, now that I'm an actor, I think now I look back and say, wow, those little things I used to just do, you know, you watch a movie and then you try to act it in the mirror and all that, like, how would I do this? Yeah. You know, and I think that's where it all began. I never knew I had it in me, and then now I look back and like, oh, wait, the journey is just, there was a path. Yeah, which I think I was born to be an actor.
Nice. And you do it so well.
Oh, thank you very much.
And when we talk about acting, for me, I imagine it's like an escape. And you have to be something that you probably are not. What is the experience like when you have to, put yourself into a character that, you are told to do?
Yeah.
What is it like? How difficult is it, and how do you do it?
I think it would be difficult if you couldn't connect or find things relatable to the character. But like, for example, with Irene, I think there are similarities. Like, there wasn't anything I had to change completely about myself, so it wasn't as difficult. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I see Irene is doing the things with Mantawa, suggesting that you guys are going to be in a relationship. Like, I watched season 2, episode 3, and you guys were flirting.
I think for Mantawa, I think it was a necessary change.
Yeah.
I think he needed a change.
Yeah.
And I think right before he knew it, Irene came into the picture. She just shows up.
Yeah.
It's an interview. But I think the experience of having Mantawa and Irene having something in common just made everything easier for them.
Yeah.
So I think now I think the next step is Mantawa should just
confirm that. We're waiting for that.
I mean,
but maybe for those people that actually don't know the storyline, can one of you guys actually just briefly tell us what it's all about? Because to you guys, I'm talking knowing what I'm talking about.
Okay.
But yeah.
So there is Mantawa, who is aspiring to play soccer chando, like England, and he's being managed by his best friend Biko. Mantawa also has a sister, Shami, and she is struggling to take care of herself, Mantawa, and her child because the father is not present in the child's life. And then Mantawa, the main plot is Mantawa is so in love with Noku.
He just dreams to get to Manchester United, but situation changes when love comes into the picture. A lot of things now are coming into the picture, and now we're wondering, is he even going to make it to Manchester United? Because now a lot of themes are now brought into the picture. So everything is now broad and deeper. Yeah.
And then with Noku, what then happens?
With Noku, I think we're still yet to find out. Because right now, Mantawa's focus is on Irene.
You guys spend a lot of time on set. I'm just wondering, on the side, or are you guys full-time actors, actresses, or you have other things that you do on the side?
Well, for me, my dream, I think, is to be a full-time actor, a professional actor. That's the journey I'm on. That's the mission I'm on. Even up to now, that's the mission.
Yeah.
And I think that's what we're also trying to do as the new upcoming actors. We don't have a manual on how to do these things.
Yeah.
I don't even know how to be a superstar actor, because it's been a long time since we had actors or filmmaking really in the industry. So the journey is to become full-time actors, and right now that's what I do. Act and just do everything which is within the arts industry.
And Tanata?
Before acting, I like presenting.
Okay.
Yeah, TV presenting, to be specific.
Okay.
Yeah, so I studied journalism and media for that purpose, and then took drama as a subject. So it's a passion, but it's not my full-time employment.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what are you hoping your full-time employment will be? Do you still see yourself as a full-time actress, or this is just a part-time thing? What are your plans?
I would hope to interchange, just to do it all, to be known as a television personality.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now, maybe if you can tell us some of the challenges that you faced being actors in Zimbabwe.
The first one has to be money, guys.
Financial. It's always financial.
I believe we have done the part where we told a good story.
Yeah, and the potential is
potential is seen, and the numbers can show. Numbers don't lie.
Yeah.
But now we just need them to now support local. Support local. We need the support. you know, the crazy part was when I woke up today, you know, the question was, what am I going to do for the rest of my life? You know, that question, I was like, I want to be an actor for the rest of my life. But then the people now know me, but, you know, I still need to survive. I need to have a family. I need to build a house. I need to, you know, sustain my life, you know, and show the other kids out there. Because, you know, Zimbabwe has a lot of talent, but really, people are scared of the arts. The arts now is now a hobby instead of a career. But I'm taking it as a career. So now that's the message to everybody out there, that the challenge is we need the support, financial support.
Financially.
I would say the same. I think resources make it more difficult to film, like the number of cameras that you have, the number of people, because sometimes even the behind the scenes people are frustrated because you have to be the writer, then the editor, then the, you know,
Yeah, but it's all working out well for you guys. Yeah.
We're trying. It's not working out well. We're trying. We're doing our best with what we have.
You are doing it. I hope a sponsor is going to come out there and, you know, do their thing.
They're watching.
Yeah. Now, talking about fame, how do you guys deal with that? You were talking about the issues of financial problems. Azviitira kuti Mantawa vazoonekwa vari kubackseat kana kuningiri kuopen track kumashure. I know. So how do you guys deal with that? Because kana ndikaona Mantawa kana ndichitoda kuona swag yaunayo all day, every day, you know. And generally, you know how it is. Munenge nima fans and vasikana vanenge vakutongouya tidatongoziva kuti zvakamira sei.
Yeah, no, the fame part is the crazy part about this whole situation. Yeah. Because at first, I wanted to be famous when we were doing short films, you know. I was like, no, they must just know that I'm there.
Know me.
Now that I'm known, I'm
like,
yo.
No, I need my privacy.
Yo, I need my privacy. But at the same time, it's overwhelming, realizing I wish I could trade places with some people so that I really see what they feel or what they see. Because I just look at me and I'm like, what's
fake
up?
Friends are coming
how you
through,
doing?
You
but
know.
you know, now we need to be more careful because a lot of people want a piece of you, and it's sometimes it's not about Mantawa. It's just about their personal interest. We just need to be more careful. I think that's the thing I learned from all this whole experience.
And is there a woman in Mantawa's life?
Yes, of course. Yo, look at me.
Yeah, I love that. Look at me.
Yeah.
Okay, a wife, a girlfriend?
A girlfriend. Yeah. Okay. I still need money, guys. That's where everybody comes in.
She's actually waiting for that dream.
Yeah, she's watching this. She's like, yes, he's asking for cows to come home.
And for you, Tanata, as beautiful as you are, first of all, how are you handling fame? And is there somebody?
How I'm handling fame? I haven't had any personal encounters of anyone coming to say. It hasn't been crazy. I don't feel. I think the only significant thing is like Instagram following or things like that, but nothing insane. And yes, I am in a relationship.
Hey. Okay, sadly for all those guys that were on Instagram hoping to get to, but where do you see yourselves in like 5 years?
Yeah, that's a hard question. Because if you had asked
and I'm going to track you guys
to see if
I think if you do that, that would be.
But
looking back at it's a hard question because COVID came, and a lot of things changed, and no one knew they would be in these situations, you know. So what I would dream of is to be at a better platform where we have more films being shot and the industry accommodating everyone, because you know, business-wise, we are there. You know, a lot of things. Zimbabwe is talented, but now we just need to make sure everyone is benefiting. And that's where Zimbabwe comes in the arts industry. We are entertaining you guys. That's our job. So they must acknowledge that part we're doing in their lives. So that's where Zimbabwe just needs to be, supporting each other.
And Tanata, ultimately, where do you see yourself?
I would like to be making a consistent living with media.
Specifically,
just television. The production, the presenting, the scripting,
The acting as
the
well?
acting. Yeah.
Okay. All right. And I was just wondering to say, if you guys are in character, don't you really feel like Mantawa because when I watch, I didn't still believe it. Guys, there is so much chemistry right now. Like, how do you do that? How do you zone out and get into character?
That's a hard question again because
it's feelings.
No, it's strictly work. I think it's sometimes not up to us. It's even the storytellers and the directors also, casting directors also, they know who they want and they know they can get this from this person.
Yeah.
I think that's the also process of auditioning.
Yeah.
She came through auditioning and,
yeah.
I think that was the scary part where you find out that there's going to be,
the
a new girl, Irene. And I'm like, how are we going to be able to,
I
bring out
that.
the same
vibes,
vibe with
Mm-hmm.
Mantawa, now Mantawa and Irene. But I guess they did a good job and we did a great job.
You guys are doing a great job.
I think also our story, we relate to it. It's our own Zimbabwean story. So I feel like being a Mantawa is the easiest thing for me because some of the things he has experienced, I've experienced them too.
And for Tanata, it looks so easy, it looks so seamless when you do it. But don't you have like times where you're uncomfortable to say, oh my gosh, this scene?
Yeah. I felt uncomfortable most of the time. I was very unsure of how my face looked. I kept asking after we're done, do I look convincing when I was saying, whatever the line was? Yeah, a lot of the time I was very unsure of how does it
this
look.
This girl is amazing.
And it all came out nice. Now, maybe if you can tell us things that people don't know about Mantawa, at least three. I always ask for 3,
Oh my goodness, what could you want? Well, the thing is, I'm shy, but people don't know it. I'm shy.
Okay.
But people don't know it.
Are you shy?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
And the other parts, I think, it's getting harder to answer questions because I'm discovering myself.
Okay.
The Everson who used to be, 2 years ago, and now the Everson this time, I've done things I never thought I could do. I've met people I never thought I could meet. So I'm like, yo, what's going on? So I'm still discovering myself, but overall, Everson, loving, shy, and, me.
Shy is one thing. What's the other thing?
He said loving. Just
loving.
Loving. Come on. Come on.
Yeah, I'm a lover
Mantawa.
boy. I'm a lover boy. I think that's why Mantawa is so easy to play because I'm a lover boy. I'm an emotional guy. I like love.
Okay. And the third?
The third one would be follow me to find out, guys. That's the third one.
No,
they need to follow me to find out.
This is exclusive interviews. That's why people are actually watching tonight.
Oh my goodness. The third one has to be fun. I'm crazy. I'm crazy. I don't know. That's the crazy part. I'm shy at the same time.
But
I
then
want to be
crazy.
No,
I understand.
Yeah,
I understand. And Tanata, 3 things. Come on, guys. Tell me those embarrassing things that...
Embarrassing
things.
I don't know. That's so difficult. I am also shy, but I enjoy speaking. It just depends on the circumstance. If it's presenting, for example, I don't know. It just happens. But then if it's like an event or something, and the pressure is just to socialize, it tends to be more difficult. That's one. Okay. 2, I enjoy singing.
Oh, really?
Wow, I didn't know that too.
You didn't know that? That's an exclusive. Are you going to sing for us a little bit?
No.
Freestyle.
Freestyle, girl. Okay.
And the third? Man.
You don't like soccer?
I do like soccer, but I don't know as much as Irene does. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because
Irene is very invested and she knows all the terms and I'm a more distant fan.
Okay.
Yeah.
And maybe lastly, if you guys could give advice to the people out there that look up to you, to say Mantawa, Mana, my ultimate, as you are also trying to reach your goals, what could you actually say to that person out there?
I feel like I've been needing more advice than I could give because I realize I have a lot I need to learn.
Yeah.
But overall, I think just follow what you love. And I think the most important part is knowing the fact that there's always a way out and it'll work out for the good, for you. But the only thing that you need to just do is work hard on it because that's what separates people. You know, others give up, others don't give up. I think that's the main part. Do what you gotta do, push. Yeah, that's the advice I could give you. And let's meet at the top.
Okay.
That's where we're headed.
I would say to aspire for your own kind of success. I think everyone is under pressure from what they see online or what they're being told at home or just whatever is being perceived as being successful. And so it puts unnecessary pressure when maybe that's not even what you want out of life. So I would say to figure out what success means to you and strive for that.
Okay. Deep. And maybe if you just give us a sneak peek of what we should expect in season 2. I know the last episode that's out is episode 4, right? Is it?
5 now.
5.
We're waiting for 6.
Okay, so tell us a little bit of what to expect.
Well, the whole season 2, for someone who has only watched season 1, I feel like season 2, the theme is growth. You know, everything has changed. People are now looking at different. We're now looking at different themes. You know, family, mental health. You know, love, loyalties in itself, family. You know, all those things, and also education. So definitely, there's a lot of things to watch out for. And spoiler alert, this is Mantawa's new girl. Yeah, on the show. So I think now the question is. Where is Noku all this? I think that's where, that's what we're looking forward to seeing.
Okay. All right. So to all the new people that are watching, if you could share your socials.
Everson K. Chiesa everywhere. Everson K. Chiesa. On Instagram, Everson K. Chiesa. On Facebook, Everson Kuda. Everson Kuda on Twitter. That's where you find me. Just Everson K. Chiesa.
Yeah.
At Just Tanatsa on Twitter, on Instagram, on TikTok, and then Tanatsa Chilundo on Facebook.
Okay, guys, it was great having you here, and thank you for sharing your story.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having us.
We look forward to more episodes where we see you guys
Most
together.
Definitely.
Okay, guys, that's all we had for you on exclusive interviews. Well, my handle on Instagram is @ItayaDaisy, Facebook and Twitter, itayamutiniri. From me and the crew behind the scenes is good night.